Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Seattle Seahawks. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. They go play action here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Detroit! Here we go now! Blue line! Here we go! Green 39! Detroit! Detroit! Black 99 Philly! Here we go! Hurry up! Here we go! Green! No! Check! Patriot! Patriot!
He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Gonna give this time to the tailback. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
A good explosive run there sets them up with a new set of downs, and every team wants to start their game with a really nice drive. 3 and out. No one wants to see that, and they were able to avoid it after that run.
All right, here we go.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Back to throw now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Call it a gain of 5. And it'll bring up a second down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
All right, here we go. Over! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 50. Here we go now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over. Leopard.
Play clock winding down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. This is fielded inside the 5. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
A good pickup there, a 22. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker. Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Out of the gun now on third down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
2nd down to the offense needing 5 yards. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Let's go.
And on the ground they go with the running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Now they'll run it on the toss. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And this seemingly endless drive continues.
A nickel look by Seattle on third down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. They'll drop to throw. On the move to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on fourth down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give them 11 on the game there. And the Seahawks are going to have a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
7 yards to go on second down.
Let's go.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
And he motions the wide receiver.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Back 99.
The play clock's running down. So now at 3rd and 7. And defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 15. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
Brief break in the action here. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Their big tight end, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. So a tiptoe catch back in the end zone, so tough to do, but he made it look pretty easy.
Certainly did, and the back of the end zone is treated the same way as the sideline. You have to get your feet down in bounds for it to count as a catch. How about the backgrounds of some of these guys, though? Did they work on it? Maybe some of them were ballet, some dance, who knows?
Yeah, you and I were talking the other day. I remember one of my favorite kids shows growing up. I don't know that I want to name it, but guys like Lynn Swan, they used to be on there showing their ballet skill.
And you have to remember when they were kids and their parents would tell them to take the ballet classes, you know they were fighting them like crazy. But right now they're saying, thanks, Mom.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. Fighting through. He hops over him.
That's why you stretch.
And he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back. They go play action here on first down. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So a 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. It's caught. Lockett. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block?
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now a play fake here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. And the Panthers coming out now. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
All right, here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Five wides in the game, 4 of them to the right
Green,
side.
39. Green, 39.
Back to throw now on first down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They're going to look to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Big sack on 2nd down. Now the offense needs to convert here on 3rd. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. The Seahawks send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, when defensive coordinators game plan to put pressure on a quarterback, they often want to use blindside rushes, and that's exactly what they did there. The cornerback gets to him and drops him.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Returnable for Lockett. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got his man to the comebacker. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 23 yards on the play.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Over! Detroit! Detroit! Set! Green, 39! Over! Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! Green, I didn't have Hardy! Hardy! Over! Leopard! Leopard! Hot!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag.
Well, that wasn't just a loss. That was a loss of big yardage there. So the sense you're starting to get is that offensively, things are starting to pile up against them. And they've got to find a way to stop that. Conversely, how about the great call by the defensive coordinator? He realized that he's got him on the run a little bit. That call was made to get upfield penetration by his defensive front to try and get into the gaps, get upfield into the backfield, and make a big play. I think that was actually called not so much just to, to get it done that way, but to say, hey, guess what? We're going to be aggressive, and we had an opportunity and seized it.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. Stepping up, he'll try and run. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And let's see, 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. That's complete right around the 8. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Steps away to his left. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Here we go. Check. Patriot. No. Check. Patriot.
1st and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. So we got 3 at 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Watch you now, boy. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Another pistol look here.
All right, here we go. No. Check. No. Check. Patriot. Blue 90.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because you...
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Third and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Mario Edwards. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Pat McAfee now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And to give this time to the tailback. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Green 39. No. Check. Patriot.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
Leopard. Hurry up, here we go.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6.
Gun. Set. Blue 90. Gun. Detroit. Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56.
Play clock winding down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And quickly, they get to the line.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Tyler Lockett was the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Black 99 Philly, here we go. Watch him now, Barney. Watch him now, Barney. Watch him now, lucky 56.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And here he's got Grant. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And they'll go on the ground, fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
Cuts left. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And they're going to speed things up here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack. And it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
All right, now, look at 56. All right, here we go. 56.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
Now let's go. 3-19. Watch it now. Over.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for the Seahawks, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.